Hey everybody, Roxabox90 here, back with Magic the Gathering Origin spoilers. We got some pretty sweet stuff today. Let's kick it off with Kytheon's Irregulars. 2 and 2 white for a 4/3 human with Renown 1, 2 white, tap target creature. 4 for 4/3 with Renown, already solid. Human Soldier, solid. 2 to tap target creature. This is really strong because usually cards like this have mana, tap this creature, tap a creature. The fact that you can do this as many times as you want and use him to attack, 1, makes it very easy to set off Renown, 2, works really well with other Renown cards, and 3, basically gives you insane advantage on field. Now, yes, of course, this requires that you have a lot of white mana, so it's a card that you're going to want in a deck that's largely white, even if it has another color, either mono white or majority of it white and one other color. You don't want to expand to too many colors because of how restrictive the ability is. Still, limited, card is insane. Has constructed potential. I don't think it's going to get there, but it's possible as a top curve to like a white weenies kind of thing. And of course in Commander, this card's going to be very powerful, I think. Jace's Sanctum, this is actually spoiled by the Manosaurus, one of our own in the YouTube community, which is super sweet. You can check out his video. He delves into the card far more than I do. And if you haven't already seen the video, definitely check it out. He's fantastic. But my 2 cents, it's really strong. 4 enchantment. Instant sorceries are cheaper and give you scry. Not a card that's going to probably see much playing in a standardized environment. Would be interesting to test in Modern just because there's so many storm variants. In Commander, it's an absolute slam dunk win, awesome card. And the art's pretty sweet too. Go Jace. Then we have a Cycle. The Cycle itself, it's pretty solid. I mean, Timberback Wolf, 2 for 2/2, that as long as you have additional copies of it in play, it gets 1/1. It's already 2 for 2/2 bear is fine. Being able to get additional power based on multiple copies at common is very good, because you can even set this kind of card up with your own sealed pool. You don't even need to do something with it in draft. Undead Servant, 4 for a 3/2 zombie, that when it enters the battlefield you get a 2/2 black zombie for each card named it in your graveyard. Realize this means if you have 0 of them in your graveyard, it's 4 for a 3/2, which isn't great. But even if you have 1 of them in the graveyard, if there's any kind of discard mechanic in the set at all, any card of cards that synergize with discard, this card could potentially be very, very strong. I think Timberback Wolf is a little better, but still. Infectious Bloodlust is 2 to enchant a creature. It gives 2/1 haste and attacks at return, and when it dies, you can search library for a card named Infectious Bloodlust and put it in your hand. So realize that this allows you to scale auras and have multiple auras attached to a creature. It also is an aura, which is, for its cost, pretty powerful. 2/1 in haste. And attacking every turn if able, it's not such a problem for aggro decks. I think it's well designed, very solid common. Fairy Miscreant as well, 1 for a 1/1 flyer. Fine, I generally don't love that kind of thing in limited, but sure. When it enters the battlefield, if you have another one named it, you draw a card. This is, if you have 3 or 4 copies, seems pretty good. Cleric of the Forward Order, it's a little tough to say. 2 for a 2/2, solid already. And when it enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life for each other copy of it you own. Also, really solid. Honestly, the most limited powerful, I think, are Cleric of the Forward Order and Timberback Wolf, just because in play, scaling copies is really, really good, and in of themselves are really good. The others are a little bit, by themselves, not as good for limited, but as a cycle, it's very, very strong. Definitely going to be among the top tier commons from what we've been seeing so far. I would think these would be top grabs for decks. The last one is kind of blurred out. I think it's Topaz Fireblade. It's 2 for a 2/2 Vigilance with Renown 1, and at common, that's absolutely insane. A 2/2 with Upswing that also has Renown. Absolutely insane. Fantastic, fantastic card. Now that's definitely a top curve common. That's definitely one of the best commons we'll likely see. Then we have the official art for Jace. We've already talked about Jace, but yeah, the art looks pretty awesome. I'm sure in foil it's really gonna shine. I'm a big fan. And then we have also, just for the Clash packs, this is not involved with Origins set itself, but in the Clash packs we have Seeker of the Way with new art. It looks fantastic, great card. Dramoka the Eternal, also new art, a little interesting of a perspective since it's kind of shadowed out, but sure. And Honored Hierarch is actually, I prefer this art, but Honored Hierarch would be in the Clash pack as well. So this card, which is likely to see some form of play or another, means it be fairly simple to lay hands on copies, and it probably will help with the price market as well. So let me know what you guys think of today's spoilers down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, then tap the like button. If you're new to the channel, check in and subscribe. As always, Roxabox90 signing out. I'll see you guys next time.